has assigned you. And we wish you Godspeed, God's help, good health, and all the wisdom so that you can discharge your responsibilities with excellence. Your Excellency, we are gathered here on a bright morning, bright sunny morning. And I just want to draw the symbolism of where we are. We are on the grounds of KICC, Kenyatta International Conference Center grounds. On my right is the judiciary. On my left is the legislature. In front of me is the symbol of the capital, and behind us is the symbolism of the executive. To actually show and to prove to the Kenyans who ushered in the 2010 Constitution with a 70% majority, and to the international community, that our institutions work. I would like to repeat that our institutions work. There may be challenges. The wheels may take a little longer to turn, but at the end of the day, the legislature has done its bit, the judiciary has done its bit, everybody gets a chance to be heard if they agree, and finally, the executive can move on. We are a country that respects the rule of law. Finally, Your Excellency, I think it is important for us to reflect on the journey ahead. We have had a tumultuous 2 years, and there are moments that Kenyans have accused us of having removed our eyes off the ball. This is a moment, a great moment, for us to retrace our steps, get together, have a unity of purpose, have the resolve and the will, and to focus so that we can deliver for the Kenyan people as they requested us to do when they cast their vote 2 years ago. In Professor Kindiki, we see a lot of virtue, but perhaps the one I may want to single out is the virtue of humility. And simplicity. He does not walk around with airs around him. This is a very important virtue. If, as a nation, we can embrace humility, we will go far. If you disregard humility, it can be very expensive. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to ask the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Kithure Kindiki, to come forward and make his remarks and thereafter invite His Excellency the President to speak to us. Makofi tafadhali.
Your Excellency President William Ruto, Your Excellency First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto, all protocols as already established, I ride on them. No arms of government or agencies and the representations of foreign and friendly countries present. Your Excellency, sir, words fail me to explain how grateful I am today. I'll say that I am grateful to Almighty God, who orders the steps and the affairs of every human being on earth. I am grateful to you, sir, for the honor you have given me to serve under you. Your Excellency, I've been your political student for nearly 20 years now, and nothing in the political space has helped me to pick up lessons more than the years that I have worked and served around you in various capacities. Therefore, Your Excellency, I'm grateful for the honor which you have given me. I promise you, before this congregation and before God, that I will not let you down for the privilege you have given me. Your Excellency, sir, in the same breath of gratitude, I am grateful to all the institutions who have facilitated this process, including the ceremony we are having today. And I want to agree with what my elder brother, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, has said. Whatever has happened in the last few weeks, and indeed in the recent past, is a testament of the maturity of our democracy, and is a testament that our institutions work. Your Excellency, sir, allow me, having thanked you, also to thank the very many people whom I have had an opportunity to learn from them. I may not enumerate all of them, but I've had the privilege of learning from so many great people. And even as we celebrate our Constitution and our democracy, I pay tribute to those who purposed to fight for and defend the establishment of our country and our constitutional order. I am grateful to those who are responsible for creating the Kenya that we live in today, in the past and in the present. I am grateful to those who fought for this Constitution, and I am grateful to all heroes of our country in the past and in the present. Your Excellency, I'm grateful to this country for raising me. And I've had so many people to help me grow into who I am today. And therefore, as I discharge the burden that you have placed me, Your Excellency, the burden you have placed on my shoulders, I am grateful that I will discharge that burden with the benefit of having grown and continuing to grow under the feet of not just my father and mother who gave birth to me, but the many elders of their generation who helped me to shape and make me what I am today over time. I am truly grateful. Those who taught me in the formal and the informal setup. Your Excellency, I'm grateful. With your permission, I want to pay tribute to 4 people who have made huge sacrifices, especially in the 14 years, 15 years or so I have been in politics. Before then, I had spent a decade in academia, and of course I'm also grateful to the professors and the colleagues with whom we worked with. But allow me, Your Excellency, today, on a moment like this one, to thank my wonderful wife, Joyce Kithure, a woman who has sacrificed, a professional in her own right, but who has sacrificed to raise our 3 children, Imani, Neema, and Mwende. Many, many, many days and nights of my absence as I served the country in different roles. I am very grateful to my wife and the children for being the foundation and providing the support that I have always required as I navigate this difficult space of public service. Having finished with gratitude, Your Excellency, I'll say 2 things before I invite you. The first is to affirm that throughout my journey, culminating with this moment, I have come to believe that Kenya is the country of possibility. Your Excellency, for a person such as I to stand here today and take oath of the office of the Deputy President, it can only happen in Kenya. Your Excellency, I was born 52 years ago in one of the remotest parts of Kenya. But because Kenya is the land and the homeland of possibilities, today I, perhaps the most unlikely person, is standing here today because Kenya has made it possible for anybody to become anything in this country. I don't take it for granted. And therefore, Your Excellency, as you lead us into the transformation of our country in the years ahead, I want to commit to support and assist you, together with the other colleagues in government, to realize a Kenya that has even greater opportunities, a more inclusive Kenya, a more democratic Kenya, and a more transformed Kenya. Your Excellency, I'm grateful because of the opportunity that Kenya provides for anyone to aspire to be anything. And therefore, there is no reason going forward why any person from anywhere, from whatever community, creed, religion, should not aspire to become anything in our country, because I am a testament that Kenya is the homeland of possibilities. Finally, Your Excellency, I have reflected on the words of the oath of office I've taken, both the oath of allegiance and also the oath for due execution of the functions of the office of the Deputy President. And in that regard, I want to commit to you, as I end my remarks, I want to commit to you before this congregation and before the Almighty God, who is acknowledged in the Constitution, that I will serve under you and provide you with the assistance and support you require to take this country to the next level. I commit I will be loyal and faithful. I will try the best of my ability to work hard together with the other colleagues to lighten the burden that you carry on your shoulders, Your Excellency. And therefore, I think for me, today is, if I may say so, a day when I have received the highest honor yet of my life. And I don't take that for granted. I want to pray that God will give me wisdom to do what I must. And to the colleagues whom we have worked with and will continue to work with, I want to say that I'll provide continuity so that we can be able to all work together and deliver for this country. I forgot, Your Excellency, to thank, when you gave me the task the last 2 years of serving in the Ministry of Interior, there are wonderful people whom I have worked with. Ngao, the police, the prisons, immigration, and all the departments and agencies in the Ministry of Interior. The little successes that we could have achieved, I attribute those successes to my colleagues. If there have been a few challenges, I take responsibility for those challenges. Your Excellency, with those many remarks, thank you very much for giving this privilege. And I now want to request that we be upstanding as we invite His Excellency President William Ruto to come and address us. Moja, mbili, tatu, ingine.
Asante sana. Tafadhali tunaweza kuketi chini. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Abraham, Kithure Kindiki, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Excellencies, Mr. Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker of the Senate, our sister, your leadership, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, members of the judiciary, members of the executive, members of the legislature, fellow Kenyans, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Assalamu alaikum. Hebu mnisalimie hivyo hewani nione ndugu wa Kenya. I am proud to witness the swearing in of the Honorable Abraham Professor Kithure Kindiki as the third Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya under the 2010 Constitution. I know him as a dedicated professional whose commitment to excellence has helped us overcome daunting challenges, and as a tireless public servant on the path of national leadership. Abraham is also a patriot whose dedication to cohesion, national unity, effective champion of peace and stability, and across every part of our country and a loyal steward of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, whom together with many others we crafted to take our country to the next level. Over the past 2 decades, I have had the privilege to witness Professor Kindiki's work as a professor, litigation lawyer, consulting attorney, senator representing Tharaka Nithi, Majority Leader of the Senate, Deputy Speaker of the Senate, the most recently as Cabinet Secretary. I can confirm that in all these roles, he has demonstrated exceptional dedication, high competence and professionalism, and consistently delivered results beyond expectations. Professor Kindiki is a highly qualified and outstanding scholar, advocate and public servant, whose career has been defined by exemplary achievements which demonstrate his vision for positive change and commitment to high standards of efficiency in the performance of his duties. At this stage of the implementation cycle of our national transformation agenda, the people of Kenya require a patriotic public servant and a consummate champion of our constitutional dispensation, our broad-based national governance framework, and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda to support the Cabinet and the Presidency in delivering in full and on time. This moment calls for an individual who takes pride in a job well done, and is humble enough to be a loyal servant of the people, and who is selfless enough to reach out and mobilize the entirety of government towards delivering for Kenya, experienced enough to understand the importance of engaging all sectors of our economy to drive transformation and committed enough to serve professionally with loyalty and, most importantly, with integrity. I am delighted to affirm that our coalition, and indeed our nation, is blessed with many professionals who meet all these criteria. Among them, Kithure Kindiki stands out for his exceptional qualifications, extensive experience, and wide-ranging accomplishments. I am honored that he is available. He has told me he is ready, and I know he is willing to serve as my deputy. Professor, my young brother, let me call you Abraham K, or Abra K. Welcome to the service of this great nation, Kenya. And let me say this, I have heard you clearly when you took your oath of office and the oath for the due execution of your responsibilities as Deputy President. You have said two fundamental things in your oath. Kenyans were listening. I too was listening. You said that you will serve the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya. Abrake, please serve the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya. As I told our principal secretaries, as I told our cabinet secretaries, and as I tell every public servant who has a responsibility, who has a duty, who has the honor to serve our nation, let us serve the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya. We are not here to serve ourselves or our families or our communities or our regions or our villages. We are here to serve the Republic of Kenya and the people of Kenya. The second thing that you have said in your oath, I said in my oath, I listened to principal secretaries and cabinet secretaries and others. You have said you will serve without fear, without favor, without affection, and without ill will. My brother Abrake, I listened to you. The people of Kenya were listening to you.